Hi everybody, we're going to look at GL Maths question 28 from paper 7, and the question looks like this. A number is first squared, then it's divided by 10. The number ends up as 3.6. What was the number at the start? Okay, well, what do you have to know to do this, and what do you need to do? What do you have to know? First of all, you have to know what it means by a number is, where are we? Is squared. You need to know that. You also probably need to know what a square root is. Don't worry about that one little bit. You need to know what a square root is because this problem asks you to do things backwards. It asks you to start at 3.6 and to go backwards to find the number. And a square and a square root are like backwards images of each other. Don't worry, it will all become clear. Okay, so you need to know what squared means. You need to know a square root, and you need to know what it means to go backwards or to go in reverse. Backwards and reverse are the same. That's all you need to do, and it's easy. Watch me. I'm just going to make this eraser bigger. Okay, let's see. Not big enough still, but never mind. So what do we have to know and what do we need to do? We need to know what it means by squared. It's easy. A number squared is a number multiplied by itself. A number squared is a number multiplied by itself. So 2, which we write as 2 squared, is equal to 2 times 2. And it's 4, by the way, but we're looking at what it means to square a number. 3 squared, we write like this, and it's equal to 3 times 3. It's 9. 4 squared is written like this, and it's equal to 4 times 4, and it equals to 16. Now then, what's 1 squared? Well, it's 1 by 1 and equal to 1, of course. But we can go up all the numbers to 3,468 and we can square them all. But if you look, there are only certain numbers that are square numbers. 4's a square number, 19's a square number, 16's a square number. Can you think of the next square number? Well, you're right, it's 25. And it would be 5 times 5. Written 5 squared, 5. Okay, so that's the square number. Easy peasy, let's get rid of all this. It's going to take me some time because of this rubber being quite small. Let's have a look. Can we make it bigger? Please, let's make it bigger. Wow, look at that. Oh, yay. That is one big rubber. Okay, so let's go back here now. We're going to pencil. A number is first squared, so let's take 2 squared is equal to 4. But remember, we talked about square root. And we talked about going backwards or in reverse. Well, we know that 4's a square number. We can go backwards to 2 by writing it like this. The square root of 4 is 2. I'm not sure whether that's clear. Supposing we take 3. 3 squared is equal to 9. We start with 9 and we find the square root of 9 is equal to 3. And the square root just means what number multiplied by itself will give us our number. Sorry if it's very long, but for example, the square root of 9 means what number multiplied by itself will give us 9. And of course it's 3. Let's go back here. Let's take 4. 4 squared is equal to 16. Let's start with 16. What number multiplied by itself will give us 16? It's 4. And let's take 5. 5 squared is equal to 25. What number multiplied by itself will give us 25? It's 5. So I think what I'm trying to say here, whoa, if I get rid of that, whoa, and I get rid of this, that's one big rubber. What I'm trying to say is 2 squared is 4. The square root of 4 is 2. 3 squared is 9. The square root of 9 is 3. 4 squared is 16. The square root of 16 is 4. 5 squared is 25. The square root of 25 is 5. So let's have a look. 2 squared is 4. The square root of 4 is 2. 3 squared is 9. The square root of 9 is 3. 4 squared is 16. The square root of 16 is 4. 5 squared is 25. The square root of 25 is 5. I hope that's not a lot too long-winded for you. Hopefully you're going to get some exercises to do, which will make that clearer. Let's see, can I? Oh, I couldn't do that. Gosh, I nearly took off. Now look, I can go undo eraser. Yay. And I can just get rid of it like this again. So we've looked at square roots. We've looked at squares. Now, let's have a look at the question. We need to go backwards. A number is first squared. I'm going to tell you, the number is 6. This is the answer to the sum. So number is first squared, which means 6 times 6. 6 squared, and it equals 36. Oops, it equals 36. Then it's divided by 10, and it equals 3.6. Now let's go backwards. When you go backwards, you just go backwards, but you do the opposite. So let's start with 3.6. Start at the back. Here we divided by 10. Here we multiply by 10 is equal to 36. Here we did 6 squared. Here we have to do the square root of 36, and our answer is 6. I'm not sure that's very clear. Let's try it a different way. It would be nice if you were here with me, because you'd be able to tell me how I was doing it wrong. Let's try. The number ends up as 3.6. Now, it was divided by 10 to get to 3.6. To go backwards, we must multiply it by 10. And we get 36. They got 36 by squaring a number, so we have to do the opposite, and we have to find the square root of the number, 6. And our answer is 6. Let's try something a little different. Let's just try, supposing it was a number is first squared, then it's divided by 10, and the number ends up as 2.5. What was the number at the start? Let's try it. So, I hope you can see now it's 5. So, a number is first squared, divided by 10, ends up as 2.5. So ends up as 2.5, got there by being divided by 10, so we must multiply by 10 to 25. 25 got there by being squared, so we must find the square root, and the answer is 5. Ooh! Please let me know whether that's easy or not to understand. Let's just do another one. Supposing this is the number ends up as, take that out again. Supposing the number ended up as, oh, let's try 0.9. Let's try 0.9. The number ended up as 0.9. So let's see, here's 0.9. It got to 0.9 because it was divided by 10. So we multiply by 10 and we get 9. It got to 9 because it was a squared number. We must do a square root. 3. I'm never sure whether I'm quite clear in these videos, and I would really like to improve them. Okay, that's that.